Greetings. Welcome to my podcast and thank you for tuning in. I'm Dr. Andrea Walker, family nurse practitioner. In today's episode, we will discuss the hot topics of why can I lose weight in my stomach, dealing with loose skin while losing weight, and being afraid to eat too much for fear of weight gain. While I normally specifically discuss the GLP-1s, today's episode is for weight loss in general. But of course, it applies to anyone that is taking Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy, semaglutide, or tirzepatide, which are the most popular weight loss medications right now. So, let's get started. When the weight comes off, the stomach is generally the last to go. I know this to be true. Even as a bodybuilder, my abs are usually the last to reveal themselves. But why? I will say this up front. You can do all the crunches in the world or any other abdominal exercise. But if your diet, meaning your eating is not on point, you will struggle to get the stomach you desire and with losing your belly fat. But let's go deeper into all the potential reasons that can contribute to stubborn abdominal fat. Losing weight in the abdominal area can be particularly challenging for many people due to a combination of factors. Understanding these factors can help in developing effective strategies to reduce belly fat. Here's a detailed explanation of why people often struggle to lose weight around their stomach. The number one reason is poor diet, as I've already mentioned. Consuming refined carbs such as sugar sweetened drinks, white breads, pastries, and other items made with white flour, just to name a few, leads to excess calories often stored as fat in the abdominal area. Diets high in processed foods, trans fats, and sugars contribute to increased belly fat and overall weight gain as well. And then excessive alcohol intake has been linked to increased abdominal fat, commonly referred to as beer belly. And lastly, emotional eating. This can sabotage your progress. It goes without saying, but junk food in general will not help you get rid of any type of belly fat. And then the second most important is lack of strength training or resistance training. Focusing solely on cardio exercises without incorporating strength training can lead to less muscle mass, reducing metabolic rate, and making fat loss harder. When you perform squats, deadlifts, lunges, pull-ups, lat pull-downs, push-ups, or bent over rows, just to name a few, these will all help to build your abdominal muscles while burning fat in your abdomen because it engages your core abdominal muscles. This is where the real work takes place. So you want to focus on core workouts overall as opposed to just focusing on crunches or sit-ups. And unfortunately, weak abdominal muscles can make the stomach appear larger and make it harder to tone the midsection. So try to build the core to strengthen those muscles. And speaking of, there's the misconception about spot reduction. People believe they can target fat loss in specific areas through certain exercises. For instances, they feel if they do 100 crunches a day, it will flatten their stomach. Unfortunately, if fat is covering the muscles in the abs, you can do all the crunches in the world, but you will never reveal your abs until you lose the weight. Fat loss occurs uniformly across the body, and focusing only on abdominal exercises without overall fat reduction strategies is ineffective. If you were to talk to many bodybuilders, you would find that we do not work straight abs as much as you would think. Again, this comes along with overall strength training and diet. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, crunches and sit-ups are important, but doing a ridiculous amount of them for spot reduction is useless. Next, hormonal influences. High levels of the stress hormone cortisol are associated with increased abdominal fat storage. Chronic stress can lead to elevated cortisol levels, promoting fat accumulation around the midsection. I cannot stress enough the importance of trying to live a stress-free life. I know it's easier said than done for some, but it matters. When the body becomes resistant to insulin, it can lead to increased blood sugar levels and fat storage, particularly in the abdominal region. This condition is often linked to poor diet and lack of exercise. Next, sex hormones. In men, testosterone levels decrease with age, which can lead to increased body fat and reduced muscle mass. This is why a lot of men will add on testosterone injections with the GLP-1s or any weight loss medications in hopes of building muscle and losing abdominal fat. And then for women, changes in estrogen levels, especially during menopause, can shift fat storage from the hips and thighs to the abdominal area. I talked about this last week, but that's why it's a good idea to get a complete hormone panel checkup. And then aging. As people age, we naturally lose muscle mass, which slows down our metabolism and makes it easier to gain fat. Unfortunately, the fat tends to accumulate in the abdominal region as we age. And to add on to that, aging tends to slow down the body's metabolic rate, reducing the number of calories burned at rest and during activity. Older adults may become less active over time, contributing to weight gain, which leads to increased difficulty losing existing fat. And then there's genetic factors. Genetics plays a significant role in determining where your body stores fat. Some people are genetically predisposed to accumulate fat in the abdominal region more than other areas. A slower metabolism can make losing fat, including belly fat, more difficult. I won't say that you can't do anything about it because you can, but you will have to be intentional to make changes to see the progress occur. And then sedentary lifestyle. Minimal exercise leads to fewer calories being burned and promotes fat storage, particularly around the stomach. Sitting for extended periods can slow metabolism and contribute to weight gain in the abdominal region. And then there's inadequate sleep. Lack of sleep affects hormones that regulate hunger, ghrelin hormone, and fullness, leptin hormone, leading to increased appetite and potential weight gain. Poor sleep can elevate stress levels and cortisol, promoting abdominal fat storage. And then there's medical conditions and medications. Conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, hypothyroidism, and Cushing syndrome, just to name a few medical conditions, can make losing abdominal fat more difficult. Certain medications, such as corticosteroids and some antidepressants, as well as various other medications, can promote weight gain and fat accumulation around the stomach. Now, let's talk about strategies to reduce abdominal fat. To effectively lose belly fat, consider adopting the following lifestyle changes. Balanced diet. Eat a diet rich in whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables. Limit intake of processed foods, sugary beverages, and excessive alcohol. And for those who are like, but why can't I get rid of my stomach? I always say this. How bad do you really want it? If you want it bad enough and you are not happy with your current progress, you will have to cut back even more on the processed foods, sugary beverages, which I suggest you eliminate altogether, and even consider eliminating alcohol. Again, it just depends on how bad do you really want it. And then you should monitor portion sizes and total calorie intake to ensure a calorie deficit for weight loss. Next, regular physical activity. You should be incorporating both aerobic exercises like walking, running, cycling, and strength training into your routine. Just like I mentioned earlier, you have to include resistance training like squats, lunges, deadlifts, etc., which will help to strengthen and engage your core. We have all heard the saying skinny fat. The term skinny fat was coined to represent a person who does a lot of cardio but has a bad diet and it shows in the stomach, or the person is naturally thin except for in their stomach. So make sure to build and work your core and keep your diet on point. Don't just do cardio only. I always stress to my clients that I train, We work all muscle groups and we engage in cardio. You want to have a well-rounded training plan, feel great, and look amazing as well. So don't skimp out on one or the other. And then engage in HIIT, high intensity interval training, to boost metabolism and burn fat more effectively. There are several ways to do HIIT, but in a nutshell, it is quick bursts of some form of cardio for a short period of time, like 20 seconds, alternating with periods of rest. But the rest isn't just standing still. You continue a much slower version of the cardio. So it may be sprints alternating with walking for a set period of time. This will help with overall weight loss, body fat, and help your body to burn fat more effectively, including burning fat in the abdomen. And then include core strengthening exercises to tone abdominal muscles. This is different than strength or resistance training. This would be exercises like various versions of planks, crunches, leg raises, or leg lifts. These exercises specifically target the abdominal muscles and help to build the core, which will ultimately help with abdominal fat as well. And then make sure you manage your stress. Practice stress reducing techniques such as meditation, yoga, deep breathing, exercise, or hobbies you enjoy. This is a must for me. I know you might be thinking, well, one, how will this help me on my weight loss journey? And two, I don't have time to meditate. Don't forget about stress and cortisol levels. It matters, so try your best to make time to de-stress and relax. Learn what works for you as far as de-stressing. The gym is my happy place. Maybe for you, it might be taking a walk or drinking a cup of tea or a relaxing bubble bath. But figure out what it is and make time to enjoy it on a daily basis, if at all possible. And then adequate sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to support hormonal balance and metabolism. Establish a regular sleep schedule and create a restful sleeping environment. And then stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water throughout the day to support metabolism and reduce hunger. I tell nearly all patients to aim for a gallon of water a day, if not contraindicated. If you are not a water drinker, then I encourage half a gallon a day, but to start slow and drink as tolerated. And again, only if tolerated and not contraindicated. And then this is super important. Consistency and patience. Understand that losing abdominal fat takes time and consistent effort. Set realistic goals and track your progress over time. Many apps allow you to take pictures, which is a great way to track your progress. I would recommend doing this once a week. Losing belly fat can be challenging due to a combination of genetic, hormonal, lifestyle, and environmental factors. However, adopting a comprehensive and consistent approach that includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep can significantly improve your chances of reducing abdominal fat and achieving overall better health. Remember, it's important to make sustainable lifestyle changes rather than seeking quick fixes, as this leads to more lasting and effective results. Now, let's move on to ways to manage loose skin that occurs with weight loss. Managing loose skin after significant weight loss can be challenging, but there are several strategies that can help improve skin elasticity and appearance. Here's how you can address loose skin. You want to have gradual weight loss. When a person tells me that they want to lose weight fast, I tend to cringe. That is not the best way to lose weight. You want to avoid rapid weight loss. Losing weight slowly, 1 to 2 pounds per week, gives your skin time to adjust and can reduce the severity of loose skin. Once you reach your goal weight, maintain it consistently to give your skin time to adapt. You should incorporate strength training while on your weight loss journey. I have had patients to tell me that they want to lose the weight first and then start working out. That is not the way to do it. Strength training exercises such as weightlifting can help fill out loose skin by building muscle underneath it, but you need to incorporate this while you are losing the weight. Work on various parts of your body to create an overall toned appearance. Don't focus on just one muscle group. Make sure to work all muscle groups. It might not be a bad idea to hire a trainer because a professional can look at you and create a plan created just for you to correct those areas that need to be addressed. And then adequate hydration. Drinking plenty of water helps maintain skin elasticity. Hydrated skin is more likely to bounce back and tighten over time. I don't know if you have ever looked at anyone and thought, wow, their skin is so pretty or beautiful. I know that sounds strange, but I promise I hear that quite often when I consistently drink a gallon of water a day. After I say thank you, I respond with, it's the water. So, drinking water and staying adequately hydrated works. But you can apply lotions or creams that contain ingredients like collagen, elastin, or hyaluronic acid to keep your skin radiant. And then balanced nutrition. Protein is essential for maintaining and building muscle, which can help with loose skin. This includes foods like meats, fish, eggs, beans, and nuts. And then vitamin E and C support collagen production, which can improve skin elasticity. So make sure to include citrus fruits, berries, nuts, and green leafy vegetables in your diet. And omega-3 fatty acids. This is found in fish, flax seeds, and walnuts. These fatty acids help improve skin health and elasticity. And then moving on to topical treatments. Sometimes patients will ask me, do these work? Some of them do work. There are some good ones out there, and then there are some that I'm not overly sure about. But products that contain retinoids, hyaluronic acid, or other collagen boosting ingredients can improve skin firmness. And then regular massage can improve blood flow to the skin and may help with skin elasticity over time. Now, there are non-surgical procedures and there are surgical procedures. So we'll start with the non-surgical procedures. Things like laser treatments and body contouring. Laser therapies like fractional laser or radiofrequency treatments can stimulate collagen productions and improve skin tightness. And then there's ultrasound therapy. Ultrasound treatments can also help tighten loose skin by stimulating collagen deep within the skin layers. And then there's microneedling. These procedures involve tiny needles that create micro injuries in the skin, promoting collagen production and skin tightening. And then, usually, the last resort is surgical options. If loose skin is significant and causing discomfort, surgical options like a tummy tuck, arm lift, or body lift can remove excess skin. A plastic surgeon can provide advice on the best surgical options based on your needs and goals. So, with all that being said, I want you to have patience and realistic expectations. Skin tightening can take time, over several months to a couple of years, depending on the extent of weight loss and individual skin characteristics. Understand that some degree of loose skin may be inevitable, and it's important to focus on the health benefits of your weight loss journey. If loose skin is affecting your self esteem, consider speaking to a therapist or joining a support group to work through body image issues. Managing loose skin after weight loss involves a combination of gradual weight loss, strength training, hydration, proper nutrition, and in some cases, medical or surgical interventions. Patience and realistic expectations are key as it can take time for your skin to adjust to your new body size. Now, we're going to wrap up and totally transition to being afraid to eat for fear of putting on more weight. So, people often fear eating when trying to lose weight due to several common concerns and misconceptions. The first one, calorie anxiety. Many people believe that eating less or skipping meals will lead to quicker weight loss. They worry that any food intake, especially certain types like carbs or fats or eating meat, will lead to weight gain. There is some truth to this, but it's all about what types of food you eat and how you cook it. You have the healthy carbs and the bad carbs. You have fried foods and you have grilled foods. You have the healthy fats and the not so healthy fats. But you have to eat and you have to eat a well balanced diet. A lot of patients will tell me, but I eat healthy and I still cannot lose weight. That's when I have them do a 24-hour recall right then and there in my office, or I have them to come back the following week with a 7-day food log, like in MyFitnessPal or an app. I don't want them to tell me, I want them to show me what they ate over the past 7 days. If you can show me what you ate, I can tell you why you're not losing weight. I stand firm to that. Most of the time, it is too many carbs. Although they may be healthy, it is still too many, and it is not enough protein, and it is too much fat. So many people are scared to eat, so they snack on fruits and things that they think are healthy, but a lot of people truly do not understand macros. This is why, if you are super serious about a lifestyle change on your weight loss journey, I would encourage you to try a meal plan. My patients who purchase meal plans or the ones that actually listen to me about diet and eating tend to be successful. But you have to eat if you want to be successful. Moving on. Next is fear of losing control. Some worry that once they start eating, they won't be able to stop or will make unhealthy choices. This can lead to a cycle of restriction and overeating. And I get it. I am not a psychologist, but I do encourage my patients to have the right mindset and to remain focused. Remember why they started their weight loss journey. I am a firm believer that the body can achieve what the mind believes. Mindset is everything. And then the culture that we live in as it relates to food and diets. Society often promotes extreme diets that emphasize restriction, which can make people afraid to eat normally. The idea that less is better is pervasive and can create fear around food, which is one of the reasons I do not promote fad diets. And then there's misinformation. There is a lot of conflicting information about what to eat and what not to eat. This can make people hesitant to eat certain foods or eat in general as they fear making the wrong choice. This week you should give up meat. Next month you shouldn't eat fish. The following you should be vegan. So forth and so on. Personally, I am just a lower your carbs, lower your fats, and increase your protein type of person. But I will have a healthy book on how to lose weight and sustain that weight coming out soon. So stay tuned. But yes, there is a lot of bad information out there on why you should not eat certain foods. And then emotional eating. People who associate food with comfort or emotional relief might fear that eating will lead to emotional eating, which can derail their weight loss goals. So, again, so true. What I tell my patients is that it happens to us all. You just have to get back on track and keep moving forward. And then, lastly, past experiences. If someone has tried and failed to lose weight in the past, they might fear that eating normally will prevent them from succeeding this time. My thoughts on that is let the past remain in the past. And we all have to look forward to the future. I am a firm believer that if you keep doing what you've done in the past, you will keep getting those same results. But if you want to see something different, then you have to do differently. So, with that being said, focus on a balanced approach to eating, focusing on nourishing the body with the right nutrients and maintaining a healthy relationship with food, being crucial for the sustainable weight loss for you to be successful on your weight loss journey. I hope everyone that is embarking on a weight loss journey will develop healthy and sustainable eating habits as well as workout habits. With that said, I also hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to meal prep, get some workouts in, and I will see you next week. Until then, I'm Dr. Andrea Walker, family nurse practitioner, owner of Dr. Andrea's Medical and Weight Loss Clinic in Cordova, Tennessee, and Telehealth DNP LLC. More weight loss tips, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Take care.